Last month, Marjorie Taylor Greene announced that she was leaving Congress. You may remember saying that she had been, quote, cast aside by MAGA previously. She was one of President Trump's biggest supporters, but she fell out with him over the Epstein files, and the president eventually called her Marjorie Taylor Greene. She spoke about that riff with Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes.
The Epstein files, and he was extremely angry at me that I had signed the discharge petition to release the files. I fully believe that those women deserve everything they're asking. They're asking for all of it to come out. They deserve it. And he was furious with me.
What did he say?
He said that it was going to hurt people.
Well, Greene also said that she blames the president for violent threats against her family and that he has abandoned promises he made to focus on domestic issues over foreign policy. So let us bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killion. So, Nicole, this was a wide-ranging interview. Obviously, the Congresswoman also talked about the power the president has over even more moderate Republicans. I know you're going to talk about that.
Yeah, well, broadly speaking, she talked about the president's hold on some Republicans. She claims that some of them kind of talk behind his back, but at the same time, they are presenting this united front, particularly when he decided to run for president last year, that these are people who kind of, in one case, weren't supportive of him behind closed doors, but then were in public at campaign events. Take a listen to how she put it to our Leslie Stahl.
Behind the scenes, do they talk differently?
Yes.
How?
Oh, it would shock people.
Well, let's shock people.
Okay. I watched many of my colleagues go from making fun of him, making fun of how he talks, making fun of me constantly for supporting him, to when he won the primary in 2024, they all started, excuse my language, Leslie, kissing his ass and decided to put on a MAGA hat for the first time.
Now, a short time ago, we did hear from the president responding to this interview, continuing to call Congresswoman Greene, quote, Marjorie Taylor Brown, because he says Greene turns brown under stress. He says that Congresswoman Greene was jilted by the president, and that basically, that is why she kind of said what she said in this interview. But clearly, the president very critical of this interview, still very critical of Congresswoman Greene. So obviously, there is no healing in their rift as of yet, but certainly the first reaction we've seen from the president since that 60-minute interview.
Yeah, I encourage people to check out that interview on Paramount Plus because it really is really well done. So let me ask you before you go, there's been a shakeup in the Texas Senate race. What can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is something we're watching later today. We just learned a short time ago that Colin Allred, who is a Democratic candidate, or was a Democratic candidate in the Senate primary there in Texas, says that he is dropping his bid. He is now going to launch a bid to run again for Congress in the House in one of the newly redrawn districts there in Texas, the 33rd Congressional District. But the speculation is that he might be doing this in part because we're also awaiting an announcement from Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who also has to make a decision about whether she is going to run again for the House or potentially launch a bid for the Senate. So by Colin Allred stepping down, that certainly potentially clears a path for Crockett perhaps to run for Senate. But Allred in his statement said he didn't think that it was useful to have a divisive Democratic primary there in Texas. So again, we'll have to wait and see what Congresswoman Crockett decides to do. That announcement expected in Dallas later this afternoon, Vlad.
All right, Nicole Killion for us reporting from the Hill. Nicole, thank you very much.